After winning the King of Iron Fist Tournament 8, Jin Kazama decided to ball the f*** out.
Hey guys, it's me again, Nova, the edgy karate guy, your Tekken buddy. It's about time I talk about Jin back forward 2-3. Back forward 2 being Jin's most important mid. Even more so than his down forward 1, even more so than back 2. The reason I want to talk about it and fully break it down is because, well, tell me something new. There is a lot of misconceptions and a ton of misinformation surrounding this string. Because of course, we can't ever have a talk about Jin as a character without tons of misconceptions and misinformation about him. That being said, here we go. Before I talk about the move in of itself, I want to present you guys the whole picture. I want to lay the groundwork, give you guys a disclaimer. I have been talking about this move ever since the Tekken 8 beta, the closed network test, even before Season 1. So it's not something new to me, and I have been consistent and coherent from the very beginning. I have been advocating for a very specific nerf on this move. I always advocated for the removal of the counter hit launching property this move has. And the reason is, Jin back forward 2-3 became safe on block in Tekken 8. So there's absolutely no place for a counter hit launching property in that string. It simply has to go. So I remain consistent on this matter from the very beginning. But then I casually bumped into something on Twitter, and it was the catalyst for me finally deciding to make this video. So let's watch it, and then we'll break it down. This is a video from Yaron. He actually watches the channel. We had some exchanges in the comment section in the past. So guys, please be respectful to him. He wasn't acting on bad faith, he was just mistaken. He simply did not know. But here we go. According to Yaron, Jin back forward 2-3 is a perfect, flawless mid-mid string with perfect coverage and no counterplay. That is absolutely not true. Not only there's plenty of counterplay against Jin back forward 2-3, but I'll go even further. Jin back forward 2-3 has a gigantic legacy flaw that can be exploited by the defender. And I'll show you guys how. But first things first, we address his video first. I'll address this interaction specifically. A blocked electric wind hook fist into back forward 2-3. Not only there's a counterplay here, but it is an 100% effective, 100% non-committal counterplay. That is, there's no risk for the defender in any way, and Jin is always dead if he goes back forward 2-3. Let's start from the fact that Yaron being unable to backdash the first hit from back forward 2 has little to do with Jin back forward 2-3 in of itself. It has much more to do with Tekken 8 sabotaged backdashes, a subject I've been covering over and over and over again for years already in my Saving Tekken 8 playlist. Right from the start, this was supposed to be a non-issue, but it's Tekken 8 we're talking about. But I digress. Despite the fact we are in Tekken 8, Yaron is mistaken. Jin is actually dead here. He's extra dead. A backdash into backdash will always kill back forward 2-3 and Jin is dead. Let me show you guys. Not only there's plenty of counterplay, but one of the options for the defensive counterplay is 100% effective and 100% non-committal, which is the most desirable scenario for a Tekken defender, when you can completely negate an opponent's attack without resorting to a committal defensive option. I go further. Not being able to backdash the first hit is not an universal reality of all characters. After a blocked electric, many characters can make back forward 2 whiff through a simple backdash. Some characters can make the back forward 2 whiff by merely walking backwards. And some characters can make back forward 2 whiff by literally doing nothing. In any case, backdash into backdash is 100% effective for all existing Tekken 8 characters. You can't claim a move is perfect and flawless if you don't fully know the move and how it behaves. So I presented the counterplay to him, and he realized he was mistaken. So he made the claim, oh, but it's not an usual conventional counterplay. Quote unquote, that's not your standard counterplay in Tekken. And I say, good, great, all the more reason for it to be like this. Not everything needs to be conventional and handed to the defender on a silver platter. We don't need to coddle the Tekken defender. We need to offer him the possibility of tangible, effective counterplay. That is the whole appeal of traditional Tekken defense. It's the deep knowledge involved to find effective answers against the opponent's offense. What matters is, the counterplay is 100% effective, and anyone can do it, anyone can perform it as long as they have the knowledge. So that covers his interaction. Blocked electric into back 4-2-3. There is plenty of counterplay. The fact that people don't know about it doesn't make it any less true. But I need to go even further, because people are so misinformed about Jin back 4-2-3 that they really don't know how flawed this move actually is. And by the way, it is good that it is flawed. It has been flawed ever since it was introduced in Tekken 6. And it is good that great buttons in Tekken can be flawed. But the problem is, people misinform the community about this button and treat it as a perfect, flawless anti-movement option, when it's really not. It is extremely vulnerable, but only people with knowledgeable anti-Jin defense exploit it. And I'll show you guys firsthand, so you can exploit it as well. But first, we need to talk about Jin back 4-2. Jin back 4-2 is a great tracker. This move isn't a homing move by all means, but it has great tracking against many characters. Its tracking is sort of inconsistent. Its tracking depends on frame, positioning, and distance. But the thing is, this move gained a half-circular property in Tekken 8 Season 2. This half-circular property completely shuts down sidestep left and sidewalk left. It behaves as a homing button against sidestep left and sidewalk left. So the only way you can move against back 4-2 now is going right. But even when you move right, Jin back 4-2 can track you depending on frames, axis positioning, and distance. And of course, your character's respective lateral movement. As you can see, there are possibilities to sidestep right or sidewalk right this move. It is still a great tracker. But bear with me, we're talking about Jin back 4-2. I never said anything about Jin back 4-2-3. And that's where we unravel the mystery. Jin back 4-2-3 is extremely vulnerable to sidestep right and sidewalk right, regardless if back 4-2, the first hit of the string, tracked you or not. Meaning, you go right, Jin went back 4-2-3, Jin inevitably dies, and there's nothing he can do about it. You always get a launch punish, regardless if back 4-2 connected or not. But I bet you didn't know about it, right? Of course you didn't, because when it comes to this character, people never tell the whole story. It's always misinformation and surface level knowledge about the character. And it has been like this ever since this move was introduced in Tekken 6. Oh, by the way, thanks to Tekken 6 limited resources on practice mode, I had to sidestep with my big toe while I executed down back 4 into back 4-2-3. The things I do to provide quality Tekken content. And people don't even care to subscribe to me. There are only two instances where this will not happen. 1. Jin is +5 or further on you. 2. Back forward 2 connected at a distance. But again, if Jin is plus and at a distance, the same principle from before applies. It is mandatory to backdash after a blocked electric if you have room to backdash. So, a Jin player who's facing an opponent who knows anti-Jin defense cannot casually go back forward 2-3 because he'll be killed for it. So, the Jin player has to resort on back forward 2 alone and back forward 2-1, while looking for creating situations in which back forward 2-3 can be used safely, like a +6 from 2-1 on hit, or locking the opponent away from his right side, so that he can only sidestep left or sidewalk left. Those are the instances where you can use back forward 2-3 without dying for it. You can't simply use back forward 2-3 if the opponent knows what he's doing. And that's about it. But then there's another subject we need to break down. That is, back forward 2-3 into Zen. The Zen transition from back forward 2-3. But for me to break it down, we need to do a deep dive on the past. We need to talk about traditional Jin Zen game, his Zen transitions before Tekken 8. In the past, every Zen transition on block was option selected by your 13 frames down forward 1 check. That is, you blocked the move Jin transition Zen from. You go down forward 1, Jin always loses. A down forward 1 will option select all Zen options. Not only Jin's Zen game is, to this day, the most advanced stance game in Tekken, but it also used to be, it was the gold standard of an absolutely balanced stance game. You down forward 1 check, Jin always loses. The down forward 1 check forced the Jin player to Zen cancel in order to make the Zen transitions safe on block or as safe as you can possibly be, depending on the move you transition Zen from. But here's the catch. In Tekken 8, for some godforsaken reason, Namco decided to make back forward 2-3 into Zen transition +2 on block instead of -1 on block. And that simply has to go. It cannot stay like this. And here's the reason why it cannot stay like this. I advocate that they must revert the frame data to -1 on block on the transition, so that this kamikaze monkey bullshit cannot happen. A down forward 1 check must beat Jin here. That being said, it's worth mentioning that despite the transition is +2 on block, there is still plenty of counterplay against Jin's options here. And I mean very effective counterplays, with massive odds to the defender's favor. The best defensive option being sidestep left duck. You kill Jin in 6 out of 7 possibilities. 6 out of 7, basically 85% chance. And the only option you would lose to deals 20 damage, whereas you kill him in 6 out of 7 options. This is the most effective counterplay. Now, let me demonstrate other possibilities. I still prefer sidestep left duck. It's worth mentioning that an actually good, competent Jin player will never transition back forward 2-3 on block. Good Jin players will always hit confirm the Zen transition from back forward 2-3. He will never transition on block. And that is the whole appeal of Tekken 8 Jin back forward 2-3. The fact that it is safe on block if you don't transition. And back forward 2-3 being hit confirmable. That is, for a good Jin player, it's always -9 on block or +17 on hit. He will always transition if back forward 2-3 hits, and he will always pull the brakes if back forward 2-3 is blocked. So if you're seeing a Jin player transitioning back forward 2-3 on block, we're talking about a low-level Jin player. And for those players, you have sidestep left into duck to kill him for it. So here's my 2 cents on this matter. Jin back forward 2-3 has to be nerfed, but not for any of the reasons people misinformed you about. No, this isn't a flawless anti-movement button. Yes, this move is very flawed, and these flaws can be exploited. Yes, it is still a great mid-mid natural string. And yes, it has to be nerfed. It has to lose the counter hit launching property on the second hit, and the Zen transition on block must be reverted to the original frame data, from +2 on block to -1 on block. It's kind of funny to see people doing everything in their power to destroy what remains of Tekken 8 Jin, while at the same time I look around and I see this, and freaking no one bats an eye. Like, nothing to see here, just move on. And that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this breakdown. It's so tiresome to me to see so much misconception and misinformation going around. In any case, I hope this video was useful to you. Now, go destroy back forward 2-3 flowcharts. You have the knowledge, you have everything you need now. What I'll ask you guys is that you please subscribe to the channel. These videos take so much of my free time, and they take quite a toll on me to produce. I thank you guys for all the kindness and support you give me. And we'll be seeing each other again. God bless.